Hey y'all, what's going on? Welcome back to the Ad Break Breakdown with Caleb Hager. Today we're watching the Nuggets versus the Wolves. And I only have a little bit to talk about going into this game because I don't know too much about the Wolves or Nuggets this year. I wasn't able to watch them too much. But I think the Timberwolves are going to win this one. And I know the Nuggets are favored to win the series in general. But I think Ant-Man is gonna try. He's gonna come to the playoffs trying to show like how much he can do. Because if he may think that he has gone underrated this season, he has that mindset most of the time. Everyone's always doubting him, and he's the best, and he wants to be the best. And it's a good mindset to have for a superstar. So I think he's going to come into the playoffs and like really try to explode out the gate and dominate the first game. Then I'm a little curious to see the Rudy and Jokic matchup. I wasn't able to watch their series last year, so I never got to see the sort of what's the repertoire between Rudy and Jokic and how Rudy is able to defend him. Jokic, I want Jokic to do Jokic things. He's so fun to watch. I wish he showed a little bit more emotion. I always like when players show emotion. That's why Ant-Man is one that does that. So I'll be looking for him a lot of the game, seeing his reactions. I want Aaron Gordon to step it up like he did last year, because I did see everyone talking about how much he stepped up for the Nuggets in the postseason, especially because he had such a good 3-point game he just was able to adapt and learn a 3-point shot, and that was just really good for his game and made the Nuggets a better squad. So shout out Aaron Gordon. Come on. I really hope he has a killer game. Cam Johnson's back. It's been sort of disappointing. Everyone thought that Cam would have a better season this year, I'm pretty sure. Especially with having a tool like Jokic on his team. But maybe he's able to make some noise here. I like Dante DiVincenzo. Like his time on the Knicks during the few Knicks games I watched a couple years ago. I liked how he played with them, and I hope he can have that high volume 3-point shooting, high efficiency, because it's always nice to see him go on a hot streak, because he gets really into it and can start doing some crazy stuff if he gets into his flow. But tip-off's almost here. Those are just my thoughts going in. Nothing much. Just excited for some basketball. Peace. 6 minutes, 34 seconds to go, if I'm remembering correctly, in the first quarter. It's been a lot of missed shots and fouls, gonna be honest. So not much fun offensively has been happening. There's been some fun defensive plays. Right off the bat, though, Dante DiVincenzo, 2 threes to start the Winterwolves. Whoa. The Timberwolves. To start the Timberwolves off. And it was just really good to see, because, like I said, I wanted him to have a decent game, because he was good for the Knicks in the playoffs when I watched them. McDaniels, McDaniels. I can't speak sometimes. Jaden McDaniels got a steal, and then I think I was kind of confused on who got the steal. But Jaden McDaniels was able to dribble up and get in front of any defender and slam it down. It was a good fast break. And then very end, right before the timeout, Ant-Man, I can't remember who was on him, but sized him up, did a quick step back into a three, and it went in. First shot made by him. It was good to. That's good that he made a shot early. He missed his first two, but I'm glad that he's able to get that three in. So hopefully he can go in out of this timeout with some confidence, because it's 21-12 right now. I'm really hoping the Nuggets can fight back and it's not another close. It's not another like blowout like the Cavs and the Raptors or the Magic and the Hornets. But yeah, no Cavs Raptors video. Apologies. I took that time to edit down a couple videos. I took that time to edit down a couple videos. I took that time to edit down the video because recording so many videos and editing them down takes a lot of time. And if I did 4 videos today, I'd be crazy stressed, and I don't want to do that. So I think I will be doing this Timberwolves and the Nuggets game, and then I will be absent for the Knicks and Hawks game, and then I'm going to make a video for the Rockets and Lakers game, just mainly because I don't think I have the energy to be in front of a camera that long and to keep giving takes constantly. Like I definitely could if I tried hard enough, but it'd just be so much on the editing end. But good game. Oh, steal by Rudy, tried to do it. Foul, whatever. But the game is back. I'm really hopeful Denver can get something on tempo here. Jokic hit a cool 3. Ooh, he like really shaved his head. I saw he was in a do-rag. That was really funny. But yeah. I think, yeah, I hope the Timberwolves win. I think it'd be a fun energy going into the second game, but I gotta get back to it. Peace. We're at the end. Why am I holding the 2? We're at the end of the first quarter. And a few of the things I got to see in the second half of the first quarter, I don't know why I doubted myself last video on that, or last couple of videos ago, I can't remember. Ant had a drive straight into Jokic, but I think it was Aaron Gordon that fouled him, and it was an and one layup. He got so high up, he had full head of steam, was able to lay it right up and in. It was a really cool play. I was going to talk about how Jokic was off to a bit of a cold start, and that being due to his he said that he wanted to go on a break. He didn't want to go on a break in between the regular season and the playoffs because the Nuggets were on such a hot streak. But I saw that on Twitter, but D-Wade on the broadcast talked about it too. So I was kind of like, dang, I didn't get to be unique in bringing that up. But I'm glad that other people are reading about like the quotes that the players have. Jokic tried to go to work on Rudy, and Rudy was a brick wall. Jokic was trying to slam into him and just lost the ball. Couldn't keep it like the dribble going. It was crazy. Like I was talking about that dynamic, and this is exactly what I wanted to see out of that dynamic, because Jokic then went on to do Jokic things and start, getting in his offensive bag a bit, like knocking down a couple threes, making some crazy passes. He had a really good pass to Christian Brown, who was on a cut or on a drive, I think. Or I think it was a cut. Yeah. Oh, Jokic lobbed it to Tim Hardaway Jr. from kind of the logo area. It was such a cool pass. Oh my gosh. Ooh, Bruce Brown for 3. Game is back. So honestly, I'll see you guys then. Peace. It's now 6 minutes left in the second quarter, and a lot has happened, and there was some stuff I couldn't get into last quarter either. Jokic had a good steal with his when he was in the paint on I think it was Rudy. Yeah, it was Rudy. he has at least the IQ defense when he's in the paint. I know Jokic is kind of hacked on for his defense, which is fair. He does not play a lot of it, because he's usually insanely tired, which is fair. But at least he like can make a smart defensive play when he's in the paint and using his body to his advantage. And then on the other end, there was a crazy block by Anthony Edwards when he jumped super high in the air. And I think it was maybe Christian Brown that was taking the shot up, or maybe it was Aaron Gordon. But then it was on Christian Brown. And then Aaron Gordon tried to go up and then got fouled by Julius Randle. Speaking of Aaron Gordon, he has 3 fouls in the first quarter and has not played a minute of the second quarter so far. Kind of scary if you're the Nuggets, but the Nuggets coach was going off on the ref that called the third offensive. It was an offensive foul that gave Aaron Gordon his third foul, and the Nuggets coach was berating the ref that called it. They challenged it. It didn't get overturned. He was livid. And I think it sparked something in the Nuggets because they started really doing their stuff from there. Jokic started to get hotter. And then the non-Jokic minutes in the second quarter, Jamal Murray's going off. This is everything that people have been asking from him from the regular season. But I think these are intentional things that happen during the regular season as to, one, not show off potential strategies for the playoffs, and two, allow Jamal Murray to work on different parts of his game, even though he may not have as good as a night than he usually does. But when the playoffs comes around, Jamal Murray knows how to play basketball. How do we ever keep doubting that he's not going to turn up by the playoffs? Because that is kind of who he is. I have a lot of spit. I need to get a water in between recordings. TMI, honestly. Sorry. Tim Hardaway Jr. had a smothered 3 on the corner. Crazy. Because the ball, he couldn't get a good hand on it. Had to pick it back up. I think Jaden McDaniels closed out on him, and he was still able to put it up and make it crazy. Bruce Brown hit an and one floater over Gobert, which is crazy because he's a small guy compared to Jokic. And then Anthony Edwards just had a drive layup, pretty basic but still cool Ant-Man things a little bit ago. I said Murray's cooking without Jokic in the non-Jokic minutes. This is the best the Nuggets have looked without Jokic so far. It is a really great turnaround at all. And now it's a 5-point gap. It was like a 11, 12-ish point gap from what I can remember before. Maybe even got up to 13. But wow, Nuggets are fighting here. Nuggets are really fighting, and I'm loving it. I just hope they can keep fighting. Oh, and Jokic is back in? Come on, Denver's gotta go on some kind of little run here. Peace. We're about 2 minutes left in the second quarter, and the run that Denver just went on in these 4 minutes is crazy. They were offensively working so well together. They were able to, get some free throws to get to the line and get some of the points closer. But just the way they were communicating was so cool to see, I feel like. Cam Johnson hit a 3, kind of coming into their own. Everyone was pretty disappointed in their season in Denver. Expected a bit more, but he's really turning it up for the playoffs, and I really like it. And the only other really cool thing that I noticed is that Ant-Man did a crazy drive where he was able to dribble it between both hands and go up. Oh my gosh. It was so cool to see. It's special, man. And Cam Johnson was an illegal, like, straight up blocking thing. Ant-Man was a bit mad. He thought he was fouled, but I'm pretty sure Cam Johnson was holding that defensive stance pretty. I don't know the word. I had it, but then I lost it. Oh well. But yeah, crazy basketball being played. Will Ant-Man be able to respond to the run that Denver's going on? Can Rudy lock up Jokic? If you can hear that vibration, my garage door just opened. But anyway, I will get back when more cool stuff happens. Peace. There's about 6 minutes, 40 seconds left in the second quarter. Or no, in the third quarter. Duh, it's after halftime. And Denver just went on another crazy offensive run. Aaron Gordon had an and one. Not and one. No. I'm wrong. Let me read my notes. Aaron Gordon had a crazy Europe step dunk. I can't believe I said and one dunk because he thought it should have been an and one. But it was such a good, it was fast break, had the ball fully in his control, perfect manipulation of defense. Oh, such a good dunk. And Dante DiVincenzo keeps hitting threes. I love it. This is exactly what I was talking about. Oh my God, Dante. Oh, I love it. It is electric to see him hit threes. I love it. And then Aaron Gordon 3 to, start the timeout at the end there. Jokic is going to the paint for his points. He's tried 2 threes he hit 1 3 that was wide open, and then his next 2 wide open threes have been misses, unfortunately. And it's like the classic, like, Jokic is wide open, does like the crazy jumper. But it's just, he's missed the past couple, and I'm so used to seeing that go in all the time, especially in the playoffs. But I guess he's a little off today, which is fine. But yeah, great quarter offensively so far. I really hope Denver can keep it up, but Minnesota's able to catch up and defensively start limiting Jokic again a little bit more. And yeah, that's so far what I think. Peace. It's 2 minutes, 30 seconds left in the third quarter, and the Nuggets are just keeping their tempo up, and Minnesota is just, they're fouling bad. They're making bad shots. I don't know what's going on. I'm just genuinely curious. Without Anthony Edwards, do the Wolves have a go-to playmaker? Because it really does not look like it. It doesn't have, no one's trying to make a play or like do something for someone else. Everyone's just trying to do try something that they want to do, and if it doesn't work, pass it to someone else. And then that person has to try their own thing and then pass it to someone else. And then, okay, the shot clock's almost over, so the pass, shoot, miss. And then they go on the other end, and then they slack for like a second on defense, or they miscommunicate, and it just results in the Nuggets just going to the free throw line and making bad fouls. They were doing so well in the first and second quarter. In this third quarter, they have really pattered out. And I think maybe Ant-Man needs some rest, or, Rudy needs to come back in the game, or something. Something else needs to be, happening on Minnesota's side of the court, for them to potentially come back. I don't know if they can, because it's a decent lead right now, but I mean, anything's really possible if they put Rudy on Jokic and Ant-Man goes off. but I'll check in maybe a little bit into the fourth quarter. Peace. The third quarter just ended, and Denver kept going, and I'm now starting to get a bit disappointed by the Wolves. If they want any chance of winning this game, they have to have Rudy Gobert on Jokic for any time Jokic is in during the fourth quarter. Which is probably why they're sitting him out so long in the third quarter, is to save him for the fourth so he can play whenever he needs to against Jokic. But his third quarter was really brutal for Minnesota. I feel like I heard a statistic early in the season saying that the Timberwolves were a really bad third quarter team. Just like based off of games, they had like one of the lowest scoring third quarter tendencies in the league. And I can't help but see why. You know, Ant-Man and Rudy are sitting out a lot of their minutes. Julius Randle has not had the season that he had last year. He's been playing all right, but it's not to the level that I think that the Wolves were. Apologies, I ran out of storage on my phone. So many videos. But I was basically done talking. Denver was doing very well, and I think they can continue to do so. And if Murray's able to keep up the production he was making in the non-Jokic minutes, because Murray's been really good this game. Everyone's going to be saying that he's foul baiting and it's unethical hoops and whatever. He's scoring points, and the Timberwolves aren't. Timberwolves aren't. And like, at the end of the day, if getting a foul call is easy, and there are players who are good at exploiting it, that is smart basketball. They are drawing contact through the expectation that people are going to defend aggressively and taking advantage of that fact to get to the free throw line and be a good free throw shooter. It's smart basketball. It may not be good basketball to some people's standards, but it's smart basketball at the end of the day, and it wins games. And so the hate that Murray may get due to the amount of his free throws might be a bit unnecessary, but that's today's game. It's full of hate. I'm trying to be a shining beacon of love. I know everyone should clap and applaud me, and I deserve all the praise in the world. I'm so perfect. But I love this game. Hey, Julius Randle made a layup. But I got the fourth quarter to watch, so peace. 8 minutes left in the third quarter. Wolves are proving me wrong. With me talking about how they had a bad third quarter, and I mean, I said they might come back, but honestly, I was doubting it a little bit because the Nuggets were playing so well, but these non-Jokic minutes, they're taking so much advantage of it, and they just weren't doing that in the second quarter. Dante DiVincenzo, he had a really good defensive play. It was 4-on-1, I'm pretty sure. If that's what Kevin Harlan said, I think I was looking away during that specific play. But apparently he got 4-on-1. He tapped it out and then chased it down. He slid out of bounds, but oh my gosh, the amount of effort he put into that and like probably stopped a guaranteed 2-point. What a defensive play! I'm happy for him. And the Wolves are just pushing their offense. I think Jokic, I saw him aggressively talking from the bench and pointing out stuff. He's upset that I think the Nuggets are making, I don't know, I haven't been paying too much attention to the defense on the Nuggets, but maybe there's been lapses in defense or miscommunications that cause the offense to be sparking on Minnesota's end. But I think it was a good good idea to do an early timeout to try to adjust their defensive strategy against the Wolves and to definitely adjust their offensive strategy because their offense was really non-existent at this beginning of the fourth quarter. But anything can happen, and it's a short. These are quicker, shorter bursts, but I like it. I get to put a little bit more emotion into it. Peace. What a battle this fourth quarter is. Oh my gosh. It's about 8 minutes left in the fourth, and Jokic is like, he checked in for a little bit, and the moments that he checked in, oh my gosh, he was going crazy. He hit this and one where he was basically sideways off the ground and still made it. This guy's crazy. And then he was there for Jamal Murray's miss, and he's just big, and honestly, he's heavy. I don't like it looked like he lost some weight for the playoffs, but he's still like a big guy and can like impose his size onto people, and so he can just stand under and like hold a guy away with one arm and just be able to put it up and in. And the Wolves have been so good. They're just all involved around, and then for that first bit, they were all so involved with each other, and then the Nuggets really started cooking on offense. Just really fun things are happening. It's back and forth, like not one team is dominating the other this quarter, even though it's like a 5-point gap right now. But it's 8 minutes, anything can happen. Okay, I would just keep rambling. So I'm just gonna go. So peace. There's 37 seconds left in the game. It's 103 to 114. 11 points in 37 seconds. I mean, there's 13 and 33. It's possible, but I'm pretty confident that the Wolves won't be able to win this game. Although, I'd be so happy to eat my words if I was wrong. But Denver, this second half was like a whole new team. They adjusted phenomenally during the halftime break, and just the way they were treating the players on Minnesota and being able to finally get into a groove offensively, and Murray just being able to so reliably get to the line and find a way to stop the momentum from ever like getting somewhere with the Wolves. I saw some people on Twitter talking about how they really think Anthony Edwards is injured and like he's really fighting through an injury right now. People are saying that he's like grabbing his leg almost every time he jumps. It's hopefully that, yeah, I mean, that would make sense. The eye test wise, I wasn't seeing a lot of Anthony Edwards this game, but when he was on the bench and he was smiling, he looked confident, and he knows that there are 7 games to this series. I think we all know that this series of all of them has the most potential to go to 7. We know like they have a history in the playoffs together. They have some chemistry brewing between them even on the court in game 1. There's like a lot of energy being played by both sides. Julius Randle was really trying his all today. I insulted him a little bit in my last check-in, but he's just been a monster defensively, like picking up Aaron Gordon all the way up the court. The ball moving by, yeah, the Nuggets is too good. They're definitely not gonna be blowing this lead. But yeah, what good games today. I mean, the Raptors got kind of started getting blown out by the third quarter, and it was all right. But this was a really good game for a lot of it. It was a lot of momentum going both ways. Wolves were playing hard. Nuggets were playing hard. I cannot wait for the rest of this series. This is going to be a fun watch every time. I'm gonna really try to make a video every time they're playing against each other. All right. Well, what a game, and I will see you guys probably later today. So, peace. A bit of an editing note that I forgot to mention. Aaron Gordon was insane the second half. Oh my gosh, he had 3 fouls in the first half, in the first quarter, and then the second half he was so good. He was so, he is such a good playoff riser, and I'm so glad I was able to predict that he was gonna go off this game, because I was really, really expecting it. I needed to add that in. I really liked that he was able to do that. I love Aaron Gordon when he's in the playoffs. Okay, this is the actual end of the video. Peace.